Okay, so just as a quick disclaimer to you guys, this will be at the start of the video, but this is actually technically I finished the episode, and I realised I forgot to do this all the way through. I was asked specifically to show you guys who it is I'm training, and I completely forgot. Completely forgot to do it. It's been a few weeks between recording these episodes, which firstly is awful that it's taken that long to record an episode, but as you guys know, my December was very, very busy, and actually the start of my January I've been really unwell, so I haven't had a chance to sit and record videos. But I will show you. I'm just going to press triangle, which obviously loads the previous ones, and this is the training I've been doing the entire time this episode. I haven't changed a single thing. This is the training I've done every single week. I normally do it on the Sunday. If there's a game on the Sunday, then I do it on the Monday. But I will try and make an effort between games. When there is a training, I will try and show you who it is I'm doing. But for this episode, I can only apologise that you will see I don't show you purely because I completely forget. So actually this is the last one, but this has been the same as all the other ones this episode. So apologies for that. I will make an effort in episode 17 and onwards to try and continue with showing you these. Just to explain why Woodburn, obviously, I think is a great potential player for the future, and I'd love him to get at least a gold rated. Asai Samuel, I'm looking to use maybe some quick or wide players, and he fits both of those categories, so definitely good to get him nice and trained up as quickly as possible. Get him to at least silver rating, hopefully before the next season. And Aya, it's just because we've got two pretty decent centre-backs. Grant Hall would maybe be a third decent centre-back, but he has been really, really good both in centre-back and CDM, so it's good to have some rotation in that position with the height and strength. So again, apologies that I haven't and I won't be showing you this for the rest of the episode, but hopefully after this episode I will remember. And of course, if there are episodes where I forget, feel free to let me know in the comment section. As you guys hopefully know, I do reply to as many, if not all of the comments that are left on my videos. But again, thank you for the support, and I will try to show you more in the future. But for now, enjoy the rest of the video. Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to the QPR Career Mode. We're on episode number 16. If you have missed any of the other episodes, then head on back to the channel. They are all in a playlist and you can get yourself nice and caught up. Now, I just want to show you at the start, Nori here is complaining about his role at the club, which we all know is because I have been playing him too much, just because I've been enjoying using other people. But we are heading into April, I think now, so we are getting right near the end of the season. We've got quite a busy month in April, and May is where the season ends against Leeds. So we've only got about, I think it's 7 games in the league, and then we have got the semi-finals and potentially the finals of the FA Cup if we get that far. But the next game we have got is against Norwich, so I'm going to get the team ready and I'll see you at the starting lineup. Okay, so we are home against Norwich. It's a very, very different team. We have a lot of very, very tired players, so I've had to rotate a lot. But in goal, we have some of these. Bidwell is coming in at left back. Anua and Aya both coming in for the tired Akpaguma and Corker. Georgian at right back. Hall at CDM. Borishek and Luongo in the middle with Nori, who's just complained about his playtime, so I thought I'd give him a game at Cam. And then Washington and Silla up top. So a very different team, but hopefully a team that can still get 3 points against Norwich. Okay, so here we are at Loftus Road, home to Norwich. It should be a pretty tough game. Norwich not a bad side at all, and we have got a weakened team, but we are in the last stretch of the championship. Hopefully we can just secure our first place finish. Pritchard with a shot early on, and it does just go wide. We haven't touched the ball yet, so they've had a good opener to the game. Okay, we find Nori here. He's got an easy pass to Silla. Gets it round the defence. It's going to have to be on his weaker foot, but we're going to hit it with his right, and it does go in under the keeper. 1-0, nice and early on, 8 minutes into the game. Just an easy run for Silla to just power through, and a nice easy finish. The keeper maybe could have done a little bit better there, but I am not going to complain. He just had to walk around the defence. Who's that in goal? Is that Green? I think that is Rob Green. I don't know. If it is, it looks nothing like him. But we get it just underneath the keeper, and we do open the scoring. 1-0, Adrissa Silla, 8 minutes in. Luongo rides over that tackle. We find Silla, who keeps it. That's really well kept. Can we get it across to Washington? Not quite, but we do get a corner from it. That was a really good little run there from Silla. Nothing the defence could do about getting that off him. It's not the best corner. It's Gunn in goal. Okay, that's half time. A bit of a boring half, really. My passes have really let me down, and their shooting hasn't been fantastic, which has made for a half of very few replays. But 1-0 half time. Hopefully we can go into the second half and push on from where we've already got to. Okay, so going into the second half, I've made a couple of changes. Goss has come on for Luongo because he was pretty tired, and I've taken off Georgian and brought on Furlong again because of fitness. But hopefully in the second half we can have, firstly, a bit more to show, because that first half was very, very lacking of chances. But hopefully we can keep the lead and maybe extend it. Coming down this wing again. Second half, and not much has changed with their tactics. They get Teti on the edge. Gets it into Jerome. We don't want to let him shoot. Good tackle there from Aya. It's one of the best chances they've had centrally. So it's important that we won that one. Now we're on a bit of a counter here. Connor Washington storming down that wing. All we need is a decent cross. We haven't had many of those this game, but we do get a corner. We've been dealing damage from the corners in this series so far. Up to Silla, who does find the back of the net from a corner. Man, I literally said we have been causing damage from these, and Idrissa Silla is our main man in the air right now. Gets his second goal of the game over Gunn. He was getting nowhere near it. Makes it 2-0 just in the start of the second half. It's a really good start to the half, and so far a good start to the episode. So 18 goals in the season so far for Idrissa, and that is 2-0. Oh, I've lost the ball on the edge of the box here. Can they make something? They're probably going to go wide because that's what they like doing. They've still got it. Good strength. Well done, boys. And maybe now we can build from this. Grant Hall. We find Silla in a bit of space. We're going to go straight to Nori because he's got the pace. Can he beat the man? He does. That's great work. Connor Washington, surely. There it is. 3-0. Great build-up play. Great work there from Nori. It was a really nice bit of skill. Good bit of dribbling. And then a great little ball through to Connor Washington. So 3 goals. 65 minutes in, which is fantastic. It's a nice lead. It's a great ball. That was a really good build-up. It's one of my favourite goals I scored in this series, actually, just for the general build-up. So really good goal. Good to see Washington get a goal as well. That's his 10th goal in the Championship, which is really good considering he's not a main staple in the team. So well done. 3-0. Pritchard with a decent try, but it does just trickle wide. It's one of their best chances, and it really still wasn't a great chance. But we are taking off Idrissa Silla. He's getting pretty tired. So bring on Bright Asaya Samuel for the last 20 minutes of the game. Just give him a bit of game time, but also give Silla a chance to play in the next game. Asaya Samuel. We find a good overlap here. Goss gets it out to Furlong. We're going to whip it in. Connor Washington. Oh, he should have done better there. That really should have found its way on target, but he heads it into the ground and heads it wide. He absolutely messed that up there. Should have done so much better. And that is full time. Good game there, actually. It could have been a couple more to us. They maybe had a chance or two that they didn't make the most of, but a very comfortable win, I would say, in the grand scheme of things. 3-0, well deserved. Personal man of the match for me. Aya played really well. He had a really good game, and of course Idrissa Silla getting 2 goals. So and Nori got 10. Nori did play very well as well. So massive well done to the team. They did really well. But let's jump into the next game. Okay, so nothing happened in between the Norwich game and the game against Hull. So I'll just show you the starting lineup. We've got Smithies in goal, Robinson, Corker, Akpaguma and Georgian across the back. Scowen comes back in at CDM, Borashik and Luongo in the middle, just behind Freeman at cam, and Brereton and Silla up top. Pretty strong bench as well, but I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully 3 more points. Here we are in, I think it's like a top of the table battle. I think Hull are sort of 3rd or 4th roughly, so they're in that top kind of couple of spots. But I also think we can actually secure the title if we win today, which is crazy that we're that far ahead. But Hull are no easy customers. They're a pretty solid team, one of the best teams in the league, so we're going to have to play pretty well. But hopefully this can be the one. If we can win this, we can secure almost promotion, I think. It's a good start. Freeman. We see Brereton there in a decent run. Ben Brereton, can he get the opening goal? He does. 3 minutes into the game, and we power ourselves into the lead. He wasn't too happy about missing the last game, but he comes straight back. He is fully fighting fit again. Full fitness, and he just opens the goal scoring 3 minutes into the game. So massive well done to Ben Brereton. I think it's his 20th goal. Yeah, 20th goal in the Championship, which is an absolute madness. So well done to Ben Brereton. But that puts us 1-0 up already. Hull are sitting really deep off of us here, which gives us so much space. Scowen Freeman. Oh, I couldn't quite get it to Silla, but we do keep it alive. We're going to try one here with Luongo. Oh, it's a good effort, but they're sitting so deep that as soon as we get the ball, we can just pass our way through them. Hernandez now attacking us. Bowen finds Mailer, gets it across. It's a good save there from Smithies. Needed to make the save. They had a lot of space there. I can't remember his name, but that Polish winger could have actually probably done a bit more damage. They're on the edge. Mailer on the ball. Grzycki. Back to Mailer. They're finding the space. Another good save from Smithies. Apart from our opening goal and a couple of decent chances where the final pass has been missing, Hull have been all over us and we haven't really had many chances. Robinson with a bit of time now. We're going to cut up. Find Freeman. We can just knock it round here. They're putting a bit more pressure on now. So we're struggling with the build-up a little bit because before, where they weren't putting any pressure on us, we had all the time in the world to pass, but not anymore. Last chance of the half, maybe. Luongo down to Freeman. Brereton. Oh, we can't quite get the shot off. It's a good tackle as well, and that is half-time. Apart from the opening goal and maybe one chance from Brereton, we haven't really had much to shout about. Hull have had the shots. There's only been one or two that have maybe been threatening. But they've had majority of the chances. I'm going to change things up a little bit. Freeman's going to drop back to CM. And Borishic's going to come off for Ben Woodburn at Cam. Hopefully a bit of pace behind the strikers can be a little bit more influential. And I think the passing from Freeman will be important a little bit further back. So hopefully the change can prove to be a positive one. Woodburn is charging forwards now. He's running at defenders, but he's taking it past them. He's still going. Can he whip it in? Decent cross, but McGregor out to it. But Freeman's going to bring it down. Finds Brereton. Luongo. Ah, it's a drag shot. They're asking more questions now, Hull. They're getting a bit more attacking as the time is going down. But Smithies gets out and punches that. He needed to, but it's still alive. They get it in. Bowen. Oh, Grzycki was in so much space. We could have been in trouble there, but we are actually going to make some changes. I'm going to do that now. Georgian is coming off because he is very tight, although so is Robinson. I think it's going to have to be Robinson. He's more tired, so Furlong is going on at right back. I could actually put Jolek on as well. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Both right backs, both fullbacks, sorry, are going to be changed. That's going to bring Washington on for Silla, but I think if anything, the defence at the moment is more important. So they're also taking David Mailer off. Interesting. But hopefully with those changes we can hold on to this pretty gritty and difficult game. Oh, that's a great pass through. Abba Hernandez finds the back of the net. Top corner against Alex Smithies. Not too much you could do about it. A very, very nice strike. A really good pass through as well. It's frustrating. It's only like 3-4 minutes left on the clock, so frustrating to have conceded that late on. Well, frustrating to have conceded full stop, but look at that pass. Absolutely perfect pass to him, and that's a fantastic finish as well. It's right in that top corner. We're going to have to go on to attacking now and see if we can get ourselves a late winner. This could be the last chance we get. Got to make something here. Woodburn. Freeman. Find Brereton on the turn. Oh, that is a fantastic save from McGregor. This is it. This is the last chance we have right now. We're going to whip it in. We're going to try and find Idrissa. I don't know who that found, but it does go over, and that is the end of the game. It is 1-1. Frustrating not to have won it. We did get the draw, so we do get a point at least, but 3 points would have been, I think, title winning. So we'll have to double check that, check the maths. But still a good game. I would say Brereton had a very, very good game. Freeman had a very good game as well. So I would say we were outplayed, but by the looks of things on the stats, we played better. Either way, let's jump in and see what that does for us in the table. Okay, so looking at the table, mathematically, we already can't be caught. So we are already winners of the championship, which is great. I don't know why it did the whole little preview thing at the start, because the Hull were nowhere near us. They were on 60 points, so they were down in sort of at least 7th or 8th minimum. Well, they were in at least 8th, basically. So we've won the league already, which is fantastic. We are doing really, really well, but it does mean we can also play a few little risks and try some different players and see if they're going to do well for us in the future. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get ready for the next game, which is Sheffield Wednesday. And it's probably going to be a bit of a different lineup, but let's have a look. Okay, so a few different players in there that I'm sure you can see some of already. But in goal, we have Smithies. At left back, we are trying out Williams, who has just come back from his loan. He's 56 rated, so I'm not expecting major things, but I just thought, try him out and see if he's someone that we're going to keep or keep loaning out or whatever. Corker, Akpaguma at centre-back with Jolek at right-back. Scowen at CDM. Manning coming back in at CM. Luongo, Eze, Abire Eze, who I think has got a fantastic future ahead of him, is coming on at cam. He's only 55 rated, obviously because this is like his first professional season. He's just come back in real life from his loan at Wycombe Wanderers, which is my local team. And obviously he's come back to the team I support, QPR. So hopefully he will get a good shout and a good run in, and he can really prove himself. And then we've got Brereton and Woodburn up top. So a slightly different team, but hopefully a team that can still get 3 points against Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, here we are back at Loftus Road. It is raining, it is late, but we are hopefully going to get ourselves 3 points with a slightly weakened team, but a team that nonetheless I have my utmost faith in. So let's go, boys. Let's see if we can get ourselves another 3 points. Eze finds a ball through for Jolek. Whips it in. Lee gets to it first. It was going straight through to Brereton, but we couldn't quite find it. We haven't got the height that we normally would, so we're going to play it short. Manning plays it to Jolek. It's unlucky. Manning wins it back, though. Brereton. I tried too much. Jolek gets past one. Gets it into Brereton, who just hits it wide. Man, it's been a bit of an odd half so far. Hopefully we can just kind of get some normality back in and really push for the first goal. Eze with a great tackle high up the pitch. Brereton holds it up. We're knocking it about. Fletcher is through here. He passes back to Rhodes. They've got some old experienced strikers right now. It's a little bit worrying. They get it back to Lee. They find Fletcher, who shoots and it hits the post. Can we stop Reach from shooting? He's still on it. Fletcher again. Smithies with a great save. It's probably the best chance for either team so far of the game. And they do still have a corner, so we've still got some defensive work to do. Can we get rid of it? I think we can. There we go. Well done, Luongo. What's going on? What have I done there? No, Rhodes. Man. He should have done better there. We've got away with that one. Again, I will say it 1,000,001 times. Tom, clear it. Stop messing around with it in your own box. Because it's you that will pay the price for it. Can he find Woodburn? It's in the air. He's never getting that first. And that is half time. I was saying before, it's a weird half so far. Not too much to shout about. For us at least, they've had a good couple of chances that they've just about missed. One of which we gave to them and they should have buried. But I think a big part of it genuinely is something missing in midfield. So I think I'm going to put Eze at CM. Luongo is tired. I feel like I should keep Luongo on, but he is very tired. So I'm going to put Nori on and see if that makes a bit of a difference. That's all I'm going to change for now. The midfield is definitely feeling a little bit weaker though, and I think that is genuinely because we haven't got our best players playing, and I've just taken the best player we had playing off. So not the best managerial decision, I don't think, but it's the decision I'm going for. I want to give some of these other guys a chance. Next game, I think I might even change the formation. Eze again finds Nori. Nori's going to try one now. It's a decent effort, but a great save from Westwood. I think we might actually whip this one in. We've got Brereton on the front post this time. Manning puts it in. It goes just over Brereton, and it just misses. I think that was Stephen Corker. So it's unlucky there. But Eze trying to keep it alive. He does so, and he does so well. Woodburn. Brereton. It's a good block. It's still there, though. Man. Right, we've got a bit of a chance for a counter here. Nori is bursting through. Brereton makes a great run. Nori does find him. Can Brereton keep ahead of the defender just about? Can he get the shot on target? He does. And he finds the bottom corner. It's a bit of a lucky goal. It's a bit against the run of play in the grand scheme of things. Although this second half, actually, we have started very, very well. The last 5 or 10 minutes have been all us. So, massive well done to the boys. Great run from Nori. Brereton did really well to keep the defender away from him and then cross the goal underneath Westwood. Nothing he could do about it. But he does find the back of the net. 21st goal in the Championship. Massive well done to Ben Brereton. And it was needed because we needed the lead. We did need to get into the lead here. 1-0. Boyd on the edge of the box for them. That's a great cross in, and Reach does find the back of the net. We've only just taken the lead, and they have instantly brought it back to 1-1. Not great for us. Sloppy defence. A really, really good cross, but a really sloppy goal to concede. Really frustrating. Against the run of play, with, like I said, with how the second half's been going, but from the first half, they probably did deserve a goal. So I guess it kind of evens it out a little bit, but 1-1, really frustrated to have let that in, but I want a win here. We've got a draw in the last game, and how we've been doing in recent episodes, I don't want to be dropping too many points because we've been really high-flying on Legendary recently. Boyd again, down this wing. Can we stop the ball coming in? Fletcher goes to Hunt. Boyd gets it back in. Can we get rid of it? We can't, and it is another goal for Sheffield Wednesday. We are now 2-1 down in this game, and that is really frustrating because I genuinely don't feel like they deserve it. I don't feel like we deserve to be losing this game, and now we are. Reach, it does actually go off of Jolek. That's frustrating. Oh no, I think it does hit Reach. But we did make two changes. I brought Washington on for Brereton and Shodipo on for Eze in the hopes that some fresh legs could actually get us the lead. But now we need some fresh legs to get us back in the game. So hopefully we can do that. Oh, they're through again. What has happened? What's gone on there? It's 3-1. We are 3-1 down in this game. And I do not feel like we deserve to be losing, let alone by 2 goals. That kind of just happened, and I don't really know what happened there. Sloppy defence. The defence here is wide open. I think that his Corker is nowhere near Fletcher, and he's just got an easy run through. Boys, we are 3-1 down. It's embarrassing now. It's not good. Not good. I don't think we've got time to get back into this. And that there is full time. 3-1 loss. Maybe a bit of a wake-up call that changing players that much was maybe a bit of a mistake, because actually 2 of the crosses did come in from the side that the young Williams was playing in. So, bit of a wake-up call. It is my bad. I will take full responsibility for that. I mean, Smithies did actually have a pretty good game for us. I was going to say he is at the bottom there. Manning did actually have a pretty good game, kind of filling in for the people that would have normally been missing in that midfield. But it's a bit frustrating to have lost that. But like I said, we have already won. Let's move on from there. Okay, so for the last game of the episode, we are home to Preston. Again, as you can see, I've changed things up a little bit, but more the formation rather than putting in brand new players. But we've gone with Smithies, Robinson, Corker, Akpaguma and Georgian. Then in our 4-man midfield, we've got Shodipo on the left, Freeman and Luongo in the middle, and Asaya Samuel on the right, and Brereton and Idrissa Silla up top. So hopefully a 4-4-2. I just wanted a bit of width and see if any crossing is going to be useful for us, because obviously we need to kind of plan now as to sort of maybe changing things up in the Premier League if we have to, because bigger teams are going to cause bigger problems. But let's jump into this game against Preston and see how we do. Back at Loftus Road, this time against Preston. This time it's daytime and it's not raining. That might have been a downer last time, but we need to bounce back from that horrible loss, and actually a draw before that as well. It's not been a very good episode for us, but changing things up maybe was the mistake last time. We've changed things up again, but hopefully this time for the better. Let's find out. Shodipo passes it out to Asai Samuel. Oh, that's a pen, surely. It is. It's a penalty. Well done to both the wingers there, making that penalty happen. It's a great play from the 2 wide men. We don't normally have wide men, so maybe that was a slight change, but the pace definitely felt good there. Definitely felt like it did help out big time. We've already commented on Shodipo's pace this episode once. We are going to give it to Brereton, I think. Neither of them have particularly good penalties, but Brereton's penalty stat is slightly higher. So we're going to go Brereton. We're going to go left. The keeper isn't. There it is. 1-0 to QPR. 3 minutes in. A nice early lead. This time we need to keep it, boys. We need to keep the early lead. And if anything, build on it. But a fantastic start. Brereton putting us 1-0 up from the penalty spot. It's a really good penalty, actually. It's right in that corner. Hits the side netting. So 22nd goal, I think. Yeah, 22nd goal in the Championship. Well done, Ben Brereton. Well done, QPR. 1-0. Luongo finds Silla, who finds Freeman. He's going to try one. It's a good effort, but it's a great save from Rudd. Very, very good save. But now we have a corner. Can we get anything from this? We're going to try and find Silla on that front post. Instead, we find Pearson. Freeman, can he get it in? Maybe. Let's turn around. There it is. Brereton. Brereton with another effort, but Rudd with another save. Man, Rudd is having a decent game, but we are going to keep bombarding the goal until we get that second goal. Silla sees the run from Asai Samuel. It's a fantastic run. It's a fantastic pass. Asai Samuel with a fantastic shot, and he makes it 2-0. This is more like it. This is more like what I'm used to playing as, and it just feels really, really good. The wide players being so effective right now, Asai Samuel especially, but Shodipo and himself both doing really, really well, and Asai Samuel even getting himself on the score sheet. That's his 7th, I think? 5th. Gave him a few too many. Well done to bright Asai Samuel. Oh, Brereton picked up the loose rebound there. Freeman with his left foot, cross goal. Great save from Rudd. Oh, man. If it wasn't for Rudd, we would be about 5 or 6 goals up by now, I reckon. That is half-time. So far, so good. This sort of jig up to the team has been a lot more successful than the previous one. It feels better. The wide players are doing really, really well. So I think actually, if we can either get players similar to this, but maybe higher rated, or if we can bring in, or we can get these guys up in ratings rather, then this could be a really good sort of go-to formation for games we're maybe struggling in. But I'm going to take off Akpaguma because, as you can see, he's pretty tired for Grant Hall. And hopefully this second half, the last half of this episode, will be just as productive as the first half of it. Let's go. Wow, what a great effort from... Oh, it's Jamie Mackie. Of course it's Jamie Mackie. I forgot he went to Preston. I was being quiet, as per usual when I'm quiet. It's because I didn't think it was going to be a problem. And, of course, it led to a goal. Scored by none other than Jamie Mackie. So, 2-1. A bit frustrating because I don't feel like they've really deserved the goal. But that's their first proper chance of the game. And it's actually a really good shot. So, well done, Jamie Mackie. But how dare you? Shodipo gets past one. That's a great run. Can he keep it? He does. He's going to go wide. Gets it to Silla, who passes it up to Brereton. Luongo, Asai Samuel, back of the net. 3-1. Fantastic build-up. I was actually just going to take Asai Samuel off because he's getting very, very tired. But he gets himself his second goal of the game. I think I will actually take him off. I'm going to bring Woodburn on at left mid and push Shodipo to the right. But a fantastic bit of build-up. Great play from Shodipo. Got past a couple of players. And then the passes across were just fantastic. Great little finish. Nice tap in. Well done, boys. That puts us 3-1 up. 6th goal in the championship for bright Asai Samuel. Okay, not too long left now. I've brought on Nori for Freeman. Freeman was just getting a little bit tired, so Nori's coming on for some fresh legs just for the last couple of minutes or so. Because the next game we've got is our semi-final FA Cup game against Watford. So I'd like as many fit players at my disposal. Silla finds Brereton. We're going to go back to Silla, who's going to finesse it on his left. It hits the post. It's unlucky, and Woodburn couldn't quite get to the rebound, but 4 would have absolutely put the game to bed. One last chance, maybe. Silla finds Brereton. Brereton, can he go across the goal? He does, but it's not a very strong shot, and Rudd is equal to it. I think that's going to be the last chance. It is the last chance of the game and last chance of the episode. But thankfully we do win the final game after a bit of a rough patch. Only 7 points from a possible 12 this episode. But I will still take it. It's still over half and we have definitely won the league, which is an absolutely massive boost to us. Hopefully in the next episode we will actually be able to finish off this first season. So only 17 episodes and we hopefully will have finished the first season of this series. So we're going to jump in and see what it does for us in the league. Okay, so in the league we are nice and far ahead. We are 17 points ahead of the pack, and with only 3 games left, maximum of 9 points that we can be caught up on. So we have won the league by at least 8 points, which is fantastic. So that is nice, high and dry. The next game for the next episode is going to be against Watford in the semi-finals of the FA Cups. We've got that to look forward to. Then we are, I think it's away to Birmingham. Oh no, it's home to Birmingham, away to Brentford, and the last game of the season is away to Leeds. And of course, if we win the Watford game, you might even get 5 games as a quick special in the next episode, which will be the last episode of this season. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you so much for checking out the videos, for support on this series, because it is by far my most successful and viewed and all of that kind of stuff series on this channel that has ever been. The first episode of this is now on over 4,000 views, which is absolutely incredible. So thank you to anyone and everyone who's watched any of this, and of course if you have watched it all the way through, you are an absolute MVP, so thank you so much. Of course, leave a like if you have enjoyed the video, leave comments for ideas or any future signings you think I should make, because obviously in January we're going to get a new lump sum of money and we are going to be in a new league. We're going to be in the Premier League and we need some big boys to help keep us up there. But for now, thank you so much. Subscribe if you're new around here, and of course, look after yourselves. See you later, boys.